Steve Domenico in the Room podcast with my very special guest here. I have Trevor Scarecrow Gudde on the show. Just finished cutting weight, and Trevor tells me it's a go. 170. He's ready. He's getting some rest tonight and tomorrow. It is fight and weigh-in day, man. Not fight day, but you know what I mean. Weigh-in day.
Yeah.
So, Trevor, welcome to the show once again. Talking to you right before this huge opportunity of yours. How you feeling, my man? Making weight and getting another opportunity for Bellator.
I feel good. It's good to be back. It's funny. Yeah, this is my second hotel room interview where I'm sitting on one of these beds. No, it's dope. The weight cut went well. It's great to be back. The Bellator treats us great, so it's always a treat to be here.
Excellent, my man. Well, you're back again fighting another killer. A little more of a killer. This dude's got more fights, never been defeated in his MMA career. He's 4-0 as a pro, all finishes in the first and second round. And he was on the same card as you when you made your Bellator debut, I do believe, man. How you feeling about going against Roman Faraldo, man? A killer out of Florida. And as we all know, Jorge Masvidal, kind of training partner and a friend.
Yeah, they're all buddy. It doesn't mean anything to me. We watched his fights. We've seen what he has to offer, and there's nothing that really concerns us. He is a good fighter. He's good. He's well-rounded. But we haven't seen anything over the top. There's nothing we absolutely need to look out for this. We absolutely need to look out for this. It's nope, if I go in there and just play my game, pressure, control, then it shouldn't be that terrible to fight.
Excellent. Well, your last fight was against one of the Gracies. Dude, you were a huge underdog going into that fight. We talked about it, and you were very relaxed. And we were talking in your hotel room again. You had a tea with you, and it looked like you were ready to go, buddy. You nothing was bothering you, man. And you went in there and you finished him in the third round on feet with a great knee. But you were beating him up anyway, making him, on his heels the whole fight, basically. How you feeling about, coming off that, and what have you been working on and getting better at to try to, mimic that same thing in this fight?
Sure. Well, it's funny. With Gracie, there was such a game plan of not letting it go to the ground. But that constituted wearing on his arms and legs in the clinch and stuff like that. This is a different fight because it seems like he doesn't want to go to the ground. We don't really mind. So as opposed to last time where I was pushing the wrestling in the clinch to play it safe and stay away from the ground game, this time I'm going to push the wrestling in the clinch with the possibility of going to the ground. I'm positive my ground game is better than his. So if we can get it to the ground, we'll play on the ground. If we can get it to the clinch, we'll play in the clinch. I think my wall work is some of the best I've ever experienced, and I don't think he has a 6'7" training partner. Not of any level of coordination that I'm on, So it's I think it's going to be hard enough for him to deal with that many new things coming at him at the same time in the cage that I have that inherent advantage coming in. Well,
he was talking about the fight against you and how the height and stuff like that. He wasn't talking shit or nothing like that. He seems like he's very, very professional coming into this fight. But, he doesn't seem to be worried about that 6'7" height. He said he does have some training partners in the American Top Team that can mimic you and stuff like that. But you spoke about that. There isn't someone that, you think is in his camp that's a 170 pounder. He talked about training with 185 guys and stuff. Dude, you're going to be a little quicker than these 170 pound guys. And your ground game is something they might not have training against him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, every opponent I've ever had said they had 6'7" training partners that could mimic me or whatever. And not a single one of them ever did. I believe that there are probably tall guys he has to train with. I have guys that are 6'6", 6'7", but they're 250, 300 pounds, and that's absolutely not the same way that I fight. Congrats, he's got big training partners, and he seems very professional. I have absolutely nothing against him. If anything, this is one of the more business feeling fights I've ever had, where But Gracie, it was a big one. He's emotional, and their team's emotional, and they're all big on that. And this feels like, nope, he's a professional. I'm a professional. We're gonna go in there, and if I'm better than him, I'm gonna win. And if he's better than me, he's gonna win. But it's gonna be a game of who tried harder and all that.
Excellent. Well, let's go back to that the odds on you in that first fight, Trevor, because I think it was Nolan King that had an article about you writing that you were one of the top 10. I don't know where you finished. You can let us know, but you were one of the top 10 2020 fights. 10 biggest MMA betting upsets of 2020, man. Did anyone make money on you? Did Don Chanis you imagine he put some money on you?
My buddy Scott Miles put 500 on me and won $3,500. A couple of the girls at the bar that we go to all the time, Bodega and Brighton, their boyfriends put money on me, and they didn't know me. I known the bartenders and been friends with them for a little bit, and they won so much money that when we came back in after the fight, we got like 4 free rounds of drinks bought for us because all these people had won. So it's like I didn't know about the betting odds until after the fight. I don't think my team really knew about the betting odds because they would have found a way to put money on it somehow, Yeah. But like afterwards, we're like, holy shit, plus 750. Yeah, it was the 6th biggest betting upset of 2020.
All right, so you finished 6th, man, and there's UFC fighters in there, top level.
Roxanne Modafferi was number 1. Like that's a big deal.
Awesome, brother. So where do we sit in this fight? He's 4-0, big prospect for them. I'm sure there's a huge huge contract waiting for him. Finishing this fight, same thing with you. I would imagine 2 big wins, and I would imagine you're an underdog going into this, and we'll talk about that. 2 big wins under your belt in a 3 or 4 month span, taking out some prospects. Bellator was really had some high regards for, man. Where's this fight sit? Are you that much of an underdog that you were in the first fight?
I mean, honestly, I think I'm more of an underdog than I was in the first fight. I don't think Gracie was that good. We could beat Gracie any day a number of ways. This guy has better training partners. He's at a better facility, has better coaches, arguably. And he's got a better record. That's the only thing I see that would change the odds of this fight. But as far as, it's like we have the same amateur record. He's got, a couple more wins than me as a pro, but that's it. He's got 1 more fight than I do in total. And I've got the Muay Thai fights. I've got the Jiu-Jitsu experience. We're not that different. He's actually a little younger than me. So it's like, I think I have more experience than him. I think I have more years on the mat. And he's got the facility or whatever, but that only translates so far.
Excellent, man. Well, we know you have some killers that, come in and out of that camp you're in, brother. So getting ready for this fight, did you add any people new in there? Did you, anything like that, add anything to your game, maybe, nutrition or strength and conditioning, or is it all the same? And what got you past that first fight is going to get you past the second one?
We stepped up the strength conditioning. My strength conditioning coach is the only one that's not in here right now. I'd call him that otherwise. Hippie Chris definitely got me bigger for this. This is a little bit more of a cut, a little bit more effort than last time. Last time it was almost too easy to get down to weight. But I'll be a little stronger, be a little bigger in different positions, got my shoulders a little bigger. So that'll be cool. And then we stepped up the wrestling a bunch. I got Devin Van Cura, that guy right there. He's a Penn State wrestler. He was a big deal. Or you're number 2 in the nation?
Oh,
no, some big deal.
He's like, cut it out. He's saying, man.
So he's been working on a wrestling. And that's been part of the focus of this fight is I've got the ground game, I got the striking, but where I feel a lot of people struggle in MMA is in the transitionary areas. It's in the clinch, in the wall work, in the in between, in the takedown attempts, and the scrambles. And so by stepping up the wrestling, by really pushing that, I feel like I can make people suffer in the areas that they don't want to be in, being the clinch, being the wall, So we're trying to take that collegiate wrestling and translate it into just absolutely torturing people in MMA.
Well, it's funny and a coincidence as you were just speaking about torturing people, I have a training video of you and Edith, the Boston Cut woman,
Yeah.
and you giving her some knees, doing some pad work in there. So, I had to add her in because, I love Edith from, the Muay Thai, when Muay Thai was really prevalent and, when fighting was like really going on over here before COVID, man. So, man, you're picking on the women in the gym over there. What's going on over there?
Edie's the man. Edie wanted to fix my knee, and she put in a big effort to come in and work with me on the side, and has been pushing me to take more videos for social media and get on top of that stuff. And she really did. We worked on my knees for hours, just getting the angle, getting the push off perfectly. The type of sore that I got from her just having me do hundreds and hundreds of knees was something I never felt before. But yeah, no, I found out I can pick her up in the air with the knee. Yeah.
Well, dude, your opponent's last fight ended with a knee. Well, knee to ground and pound. Your fight ended with a knee and ground and pound there, brother. This could be a battle of the knees coming Friday night. What did you think of his fight? I mean, Pat Casey, and Pat Casey is comes right at you, wants to take you out quick in a fight. Lasted a round and a half with the dude. Did you see anything in that fight that's going to help you with this fight on Friday night?
No. Pat is just such a different fighter than me. And it's no offense to him, but I'm not gonna fight anything like that. I don't shell, I don't duck my head. The odds of him jumping high enough to knee me in the face, it can happen. I'm not gonna say it can't, because God forbid I get knocked out with a knee tomorrow. But it's gonna be a very, very different fight. So I couldn't take too much from that one. There was a couple, like, watching his patterns, watching his little swishes, watching that silly flying front teep thing he throws, like those were all notes. But my coaches really pick up on more of that stuff than I do. Like, I watch the fights, I do study, but I trust them to watch it and analyze it more than me. Because one, it stresses me out a little bit. I don't like watching my opponent's stuff too much. It just gives me little adrenaline dumps. And two, they know my movement better than I know my movement. So they're going to pick up on more of it from that outside perspective, than I will through my lens.
Excellent. Well, before I get your coach on for 1 minute and let you get the hell out of here, brother, man, Friday night, this is huge. Every fight of yours is the biggest fight of your career, but, we can go 2-0 for Bellator and take out people that are high, the odds makers out there. These are the favorites here going in, man. What does this do for Trevor? And do you, not to get ahead of yourself, but, if Roman wins this fight, we know he's going to get a contract. Do you deserve a contract with a big win here like you did, at Bellator 252?
Absolutely. And, we've been in discussion with him. But if I win this, I'm pretty sure there will be contract offers. And I think there's going to be other offers from different organizations as well, though. So it's one of those where it's like, if Bellator really comes at us with something good, then awesome. If they don't, then we'll go somewhere else. If it goes the other direction, then I think I've done enough to at least get another fight with Bellator, get another opportunity up here, which is great, because this is a tough one, and I feel like I am at the level, if not better than this guy. But this will be a good fucking test to see if the training we've been doing is at the level that we think it is. And every time I've had that fear, it's come to fruition. Like, every time I've been panicky about that, I get in the fight. Look at the last one. I was scared to come to Bellator, the Gracies, blah, blah, blah. And then it was a really easy fight. So if I trust in my training and trust in my coaches, we'll walk into this one and it'll be just as easy as all the other ones were.
Excellent, my man. Well, it looked easy, that last fight. It looked like you had a gas tank for days. Well, game plan, and you executed everything in that fight perfectly in that finish, and the ending and everything you did in that fight, man, was just great. And New England's behind you as always, brother. A lot of fighting going on in the next couple of days. A couple of fights Friday night, other New England guys and ladies from here fighting that night, so it's big for New England, man. And we can't wait for you guys and ladies to bring it on Thursday and Friday night. So last thing, Trevor, I know you got a bunch of thank yous, but narrow it down and, just say what we want to say, and let's get Eric on here for a couple of minutes, and we'll call it a night.
Absolutely. Well, thank you to my biggest sponsor, Green Street Massage. Hippie Chris Brennick is here keeping me healthy, giving me 2-3 massages a day coming up to this fight. Would not be able to fight without them. They're the best. Green Street Massage. If you're a fighter, go to Green Street Massage. Citadel Martial Arts, Coach Eric, Devin here helping me out. My fiance Haley for being awesome and being all supportive and stuff. Thank you. We're here. This is the big show, and it feels wild. But every time, everything that was mind blowing last time feels normal this time, and I just want this to be the new normal. I want the next thing to be even bigger. So we're here to show them what we got.
Excellent, my man. Well, have a ball Friday night, brother. We'll be watching and we'll be cheering you on, man. So enjoy the rest of your night, because you have made weight and you can relax and get a good night's sleep, brother. So get your coach on and we'll say our last goodbyes. So take care, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Look at you, my man, with the hair. I didn't know you had hair like that.
You got to support Trevor.
Wait a minute. Did that hair come with the hat? Is that really your hair on there?
No, it came with a hat.
Oh my God, you son of a bitch! I'm like, I don't remember that.
Came with a hat. I'm almost 50. I couldn't grow my hair out
dude,
like that.
What the fuck? I was like, I know I seen him in the last not longer than a year. That hair can't get that long unless you're a fucking caveman, man. So, dude, we're here again, man. I appreciate you getting him ready to come on, to come live with me before, weigh-ins tomorrow, man. Man, how's it feel the second time around with this kid?
Feels great. Trevor is a great student. He absorbed a lot of stuff. He definitely gets better fight to fight. We've got a great team at the gym. Devin's been with us for a little bit, and he's a huge help with the wrestling. He's actually a great coach. So that's been a big help. We have jiu-jitsu, we have striking, we have everything. We have people from other gyms. I mean, Steve Walker, Trevor was sparring with him for his fight. He came and helped out for Trevor, and, obviously an incredible striker, huge help. So we have some real high-level people we've been working with. But, I'm real happy with how Trevor's doing. The weight cut went well. The team that's here is very supportive of Trevor. His striking's on point. His knees and elbows have gotten better since last time. His cage control has gotten better. We're taking this opponent very seriously. He's from a great gym. He's got a good record. But we're here to win. We're here to push Trevor to that next level and show Bellator what we're doing.
Excellent. Well, Trevor was just as relaxed as he was the last time I talked to him. The dude's ready. The skills there, his mind's there, the coaching and the training partners are there, man. What do you expect from this kid Friday night? Not giving away anything, but, what do we expect to see from this kid? Because, it's been a grind since that last fight to get to this one, and the kid has definitely had improved in every fight.
Oh, absolutely. We know what we need to do from the game plan to make him uncomfortable. We're going to make this Trevor's fight. We're going to push this guy to a level where he doesn't want to be. We know he doesn't like going down to the ground. I've watched every single one of his fights. Doesn't like going to the ground. We have a great threat for that. Trevor is a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. His wrestling has increased tremendously this camp. So we're ready. We're ready wherever it goes. But I feel that we're going to push the pace. His cardio is better. His strength is better. All you can ever ask for a fighter. If you can get better fight to fight, you're just done incredible.
Excellent. Well, as we spoke to him and as you got him ready to come on here live, he just made weight. He was in the sauna. Man, what's left? What goes on now? He gets some sleep, and what happens in the morning, and what time is weigh-ins for him?
So we do the official weigh-ins at 9, then they have the ceremonial. After the ceremonial, we relax, eat, make sure he's good. Probably around 5, 6 o'clock, we go down, we get a nice sweat going, get his body reactivated, and then just rest and wake up and fight.
Now, as far as like media and stuff like there, we from New England reach out to you, but it seems like Roman's got a lot of media asking him questions. Have they been approaching Trevor? Because, he did shock the Bellator community in his last fight, man. So he is definitely someone you want to, talk to because, we know in New England he's going to do it again, but it could happen again in these guys' eyes. Anyone approaching this kid, or is it all
I think
Roman?
after this fight, they will. I still think that he is a huge underdog in this fight. And, I appreciate Bellator giving us the opportunity, but, this is definitely, the American top team thinks they're going to beat Trevor. We're going there to, steal it. So we get the calls, but we'll always come back to you, Steve.
Oh my God, I love it, man. You guys are my pals, always been. Eric, especially you, man, talking on Messenger and just about the fighters and, and what's going on with them. So when is he fighting? When, looking on Tapology, looks like he's halfway, that he might be, maybe the last fight before, the main card starts. But where do you know? Do you know what slot you in at right now?
When we last asked, it was a third fight on the undercard. So people can watch it on the Bellator YouTube channel. So they can watch it for free and tune in. If you follow Citadel or myself or Trevor, we're all going to be posting the link for it, so everyone can watch it. But right now that's where we're at, third. But wherever they put us, if they push us up, if they change it, it doesn't matter. We're 100% ready to go. Trevor made weight. It was definitely tougher than last time, but again, he's stronger, he's bigger, and better than last time.
Excellent, my man. Well, that's all you can ask for between training camps and getting on to your next opportunity, which is his biggest opportunity of his career. So, Eric, man, you seem very relaxed. There's any other fighters on the horizon that, got something coming? Because, as you know, Thursday and Friday is a big night for MMA for New England. A lot of fighters are traveling out to, Florida. I think where Aaron Hughes is in, where the hell is he? In Tennessee and Philadelphia. We're heading to Philadelphia to watch Nick Alley fight for CFFC, man. How do you feel about, things opening up and seeing more activity? Because you do have a ton of fighters under you that need to get work, and there's opportunities out there for them.
I'm really hoping by June that Massachusetts is going to open up and we're going to be able to get some fights. And then, hopefully we'll be able to make a nice announcement for your buddy Don soon. Don's been doing well. He's doing some cross training right now at Glory MMA. He's doing really well out there. Kraus is a great guy. I've spoken to him, and he welcomed in Don. So it's a great place to get some cross training in, and really good gym out there.
Yeah, speaking with Don, man, he's getting the best of the best right now, and it's the opportunity to do that. If you're able to go and train with some of the highest level fighters, and they got a closer path to the UFC or big organizations, man, get out there, get that work, and get that experience, man. So go ahead, couple more.
Then we have our amateurs. I mean, we've got, Pete McLeod, Warwick. He wants to get into MMA. He's just done some Muay Thai. We have a bunch of new people that are going to be entering in. I've got Steve Foley, who's a black belt at our gym, and he has a few amateur fights, and he's going to be getting back in there. And then, in the future, Devin Bencura, our wrestling coach, he wants to try MMA himself and see what he can do. So we have a lot of people looking to fight, but, we're just training hard. We're keeping, we've been training through the entire quarantine. We've been doing small group training when we couldn't have the gym open. So all the people who are fighting have been active, and we've been doing great.
Excellent, my man. Well, Eric, man, I appreciate you, getting Trevor ready, getting him through the weight cut, and then, giving us some time tonight to wish him well for this huge opportunity, man. So last thing, I know you gave, your gym and stuff out there, but give anything you want to give, shout outs, social media, and I'll let you get going and enjoy tonight's rest.
I would just say follow Trevor Gudde on his athlete page, Citadel Martial Arts. Then, of course, thanking all of our coaches that are taking care of the gym, Coach Paul, Coach Joe, Coach Steve, Coach Scott, everyone that's helping out. I mean, Pete has been helping out. Everyone's been great at the gym and helping out while we're gone. So just everyone at the, holding it down at Citadel, everyone's going to be watching. So basically just, thanking everyone. We're a great team. And again, that's why we do well, because we really work well together. And of course, special shout out to Steve Walker for coming in and help us out. I mean, he literally came in right after his fight.
Excellent, man.
Although it was a quick fight for him, I still really appreciate that, he came out, everyone likes a little time off, but, special thank you to him.
Excellent. Well, I thank you again, Eric. We'll be watching Friday night. We'll be watching a lot of things Friday night, but definitely we will watching Trevor shine again and shock that Bellator community once more. Dude, thank you so much, and rest up, and we'll see you Friday night.
All right, sounds good. Take it easy, Steve.
All right, take care, my friend.
All right, bye.
Well, there you go. Eric Grossman and the Scarecrow. Trevor Gudde. Oh man, they were so cool. I gotta say, like, Trevor was he was gonna stop cutting weight to come on, and then go back into the sauna and finish cutting weight. But Eric said he's almost there, so let's just go on a little later, and that worked out fine. So last thing before I go, I just want to mention a couple things about tomorrow, and I'm gonna put up a couple of posters. Travis just wrote an article about the event on Thursday night. It just came out today. Check it out. It's all about Nick Alley and his fight and John Piersma and his fight. It's a great article. It's in-depth. It talks you all about what they've done. And up until this point, coming up Thursday night, we will be there. Where the hell is it? I got to get there. Right there. NewEnglandMMA.org. Travis, Lars, and myself will be taking off tomorrow at 8 in the morning to drive to Philadelphia to witness CFFC 94, where Jonathan Piersma goes for his second win and finish for their organization. And Nick Alley, I do believe, is going for his 5th or 6th win in a row and ready to put himself on the map at CFFC and UFC Fight Pass once again. So like I said, we will be taking off tomorrow at 8 in the morning, and Jeff Joy, Cage Titans 135-pound amateur champion who will be turning pro, will be making the trip with us, and we will be shopping him around to CFFC officials, matchmakers, and whoever's there who wants to talk to this kid and learn about him and maybe get him a matchup on their next card to make his bantamweight debut. So it will be me, Jeff Joy, Travis Lazar, and Lars Borison taking a 6-hour drive to Philadelphia and CFFC 94, where we'll be watching Nick Alley take on Solomon Renfro in a welterweight clash. Renfro is a CFFC big name. He is a real beast. Nick has his hands full. I think Nick is an underdog in this fight, but I think Nick was an underdog in his last fight against John Gudde III, and he dominated that fight. So John's pick is right here. John is fighting Tommy Majeski, who is 2-0 for Cage Fury. I do believe he has fought for Cage Fury in his amateur career. He has fought for CES, and he's no slouch, but Jonathan is our guy. He is Full Contact Management's guy. He is New England's adopted son. Unless he has to fight one of our welterweights, then we have to, then that's a whole nother story, but we'll talk about that. It'll never happen. He'll be in the UFC before that. So anyway, John Piersma makes his second pro fight. It's the CFFC 94. And one last thing I want to mention, that Aaron Hughes will be fighting this Friday night in Tennessee for Valor Fighting Championship, I think it's called. I fucking don't know. I forgot. I'm talking too much. I'm starting to lose what I'm saying. So he'll be fighting Tyler Edwards, who is 0-2 as a pro, but was an amateur champion for, I think, VFC. So Aaron Hughes making his pro debut. This is a 155-pound fight. Aaron is probably on his way driving right now to Tennessee, along with a bunch of regiment training center killers. So that is Friday night. So we have Trevor and Aaron Hughes on Friday night. Thursday night, tomorrow night, we have John Piersma and Nick Alley fighting for CFFC 94. With that said, tomorrow morning we may go live here at 8 in the morning for like 15 minutes just to say how excited we are to hit the road and go see live fights for the first time in over a fucking year. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. So with that said, I'm going to play Trevor Gudde's finish from last fight and hope I don't get kicked off Facebook. With that said, thank you everyone for tuning in the Room Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow and Friday for New England fighters making their shine in the New England MMA eyes. See ya.